I was the first person to say not all the women should be there, but I wasn't that 1%. My head golf pro just told me, she goes, oh, we go to this meeting every Friday night. And I said, well, I just had a birthday. She goes, you need to be there. Again, listen and obey. God wants you to be successful. He doesn't want you to be a loser. You know what I mean? There's no way. Like, we're meant to be abundant and survive in joy and peace and kindness.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of Crush and Climb. I'm your host, Jason, and you know what? Today, I've got the ultimate powerhouse woman with me today. I've got a woman who's better than ice cream and slushies and the most amazing non-alcoholic wine you could ever imagine. And on today's show, you get to meet the woman, the legend, and my new friend, the amazing Lauren. You, Lauren, girl, queen, welcome.
Thank you, Jason. So happy to be here. I've never been introduced or compared to ice cream before. High five.
High five.
Yes, because I love ice cream.
Ice cream's good. Gelato, ice cream.
There you go. I love it all.
Long.
Love it all. Let's fly and get ice cream after this. I know. I met you, like 10 minutes ago,
That's
and
right.
I'm already calling you my new best friend.
Girl, come on, let's go. We fly, we have fun, we're in.
We're riding Harleys.
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
We're riding Harleys together. We're flying in your airplane. We're going on your boat. We're doing all the things and giving God all the glory.
All the glory, every single day.
Because what? Faith first.
Freedom, family, and the fierce moments of your life.
Fierce.
You are awesome.
Yeah, so I just took you out to see my car. Fit, fierce, faithful female. Boom.
And you know what? The eyelashes on the front of the car.
Come on now.
I'm sorry. Hello. I'm like, this should be like in LA somewhere, not down here in Orange County. This is a beautiful thing.
I'm totally like branded by those because they're on my golf cart. I have gold ones on my champagne colored golf cart.
I love it.
I have them on my Harley. They're painted purple to match my blinged out Harley, which you'll see when we ride.
Yes.
And then I have red ones on my 500 SL convertible because it's red. And then I have the purple on the Escalade because the brand is purple to match my brand and purple.
Oh my God.
And you're total branded too. I mean, I walk in, I'm like, I love this. Your label of your wine is your name, like all the things, your family, everything that you've been sharing for me. We just connected so much, and I'm really grateful for that because I think we both have that Jesus inside us.
Yeah. God's
so
opened
important.
up so many doors. I mean,
right?
You think about it every single day. How many times do you meet somebody that is just a kismet, beautiful friend that God opened up that door?
Instantly, though.
It's instant.
It's instant.
You know it.
You know it.
Think about it.
That's right. It's either there or it's not. It can go either way.
And you can't fake that.
No. And I'm not a faker. Anybody that knows me, I'm sure just like you, we're very transparent, very authentic.
Yes.
When TLC called me back for a TV show on my life, they said, well, where are you now? And I said, it's my walk with the Lord. And then you know what they said? Oh, we need approval for that from the network. And I said, well, then I don't want to do it because that's where I'm at now. I had just been baptized in the ocean, the whole thing, right? And I said, I'm transparent and authentic. And guess what? They called back. They got the approval, greenlit, and I went on the TV show for my addiction to Jesus.
Wow.
Boom.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty epic.
I love it.
Just to get started, yeah.
This is beautiful.
Well, yeah. I said, you're my new best friend. 5 minutes. Boom. I saw this whole place. It's just amazing.
We'll fly. We'll ride. I would love to get our Harleys out and go for a nice, long ride. I love riding. My God, there's nothing more exciting than
So talk about freedom, another F word, right?
Yes, 100%.
So spiritual. It's like when I get stressed out, I'm just like, oh, let's go for a ride.
Yeah.
Because I forget sometimes. Like that is such an instant cure because you're just with God. The wind's blowing. I mean, there's just nothing like it.
I love it.
I love it. Yeah, I've had my Harley now 26 years. Wow. Same bike. I just keep repainting it, blinging it out.
Okay, so it's a 2000?
It's no, mine's it's vintage now. Okay. It's God, what is it? 1996.
Okay.
Heritage Softail.
All right.
I got apes on it.
Yeah.
It's been again painted so many times.
I got a new. Mine's 2000. 26 years old.
Okay.
So mine's a 2000. I bought it in 2000 and then completely
We did it. Of course, that's what we do.
I mean, we had the whole thing down to literally the frame. And literally everything. I actually cut the fenders out. So you put 24 karat gold, little flags that wave that are cut out of the fender shapes.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
And it says, and everyone's got crests all over my family history. And it says, virtue is mine honor. So it's Latin on the back of it, a little coin. The license plate says one hand, right, Get it? One hand.
Yes.
Very cool. And it says, virtue is my honor. And it's got a picture of a scroll for writing and for doing the right thing with people. It's a whole thing is a gorgeous, beautiful showcase.
Awesome.
Yeah, we used to showcase it in one of our locations up in Buellton when I wasn't writing very much. And I said, no, I'm going to get it back out. So 26 years. And I tell you, it is the most beautiful motorcycle on the planet Earth. I put a hydraulic foot clutch on it, and it's got a suicide shifter on the left-hand side.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't have the fingers on my left hand, so I couldn't ride the clutch. So I built a clutch on the foot. And so it's a hydraulic foot clutch with a whole 1930s style suicide shifter. It's all chromed out, and it's...
Talk about overcoming obstacles, right? It's kind of what I think their whole show's about, right?
Exactly.
It's just overcoming, I like to say, triumphs over tragedies.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right. We're climbing out.
There you go. Is that the name of your show?
It's exactly right. We're climbing out. Crush and climb.
Like I said, I just walked in. I met this guy like 10 minutes ago through our mutual friend Rowley, who's worked with me. And he's just like, just come meet me here. Send me a time. And I just listen and obey. Yeah. Makes my life so much easier.
Even easier.
So I just listened, obeyed. I didn't even have any idea what I was walking into, to be honest with you. I know you did your homework. Yeah. I did not, because I didn't know.
You're good. You're good.
I just show up, walk in, and then, let faith carry me through whatever I need to do. And it works.
Let's get into this one. Well, one of the things we do on Crush and Climb is we always start with a great glass of one of my awesome, amazing wines. And you don't drink, which is even more impressive and more beautiful and more fantastic.
I'm proud to say I'm 32 years clean and sober.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I just took my birthday June 2nd.
Whoop, whoop. There you go, girl.
With my head golf pro just told me, she goes, we go to this meeting every Friday night. And I said, well, I just had a birthday. She goes, you need to be there. Again, listen and obey.
Yeah.
When your golf pro tells you to do something,
That's right.
You do it. And so I showed up at the meeting, took my cake in front of all these people at the meeting I haven't been to for years. And she bought me a chip for 32 years. And
oh, wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's changed my life.
That's beautiful.
Seriously. But I love what you've done here with the wines. I have had wine in the past and champagne. That was my big thing, was champagne.
Well, I've got a new one coming out, which is a champagne. It's actually, we can't call it champagne. Forgive me. We don't want any influence of challenges. It's a sparkling wine.
Sparkling,
yes. This is America, sparkling wine.
Yes.
So I've got two sparkling wines coming out, and one's a rosé and one's a brut, and they're 100% non-alcoholic.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I would have had them here for you today, but, the guys didn't say anything that I did not know. So that's all right.
That's okay.
That's the next episode. We're going to continuation.
Part two, people.
Part two's coming.
We have a lot to talk about.
But so normally we start off with our wine. We talk about it. We engage.
But look at this. This is impressive. These are all the different ones.
Yep. We make 31 per year. It's a lot of wines.
Oh, that's classic. Risk Taker.
That's me. That's my middle name, Risk Taker.
I was going to say that fits me too.
That's right.
Of course.
So our sparkling is going to be, we have it called Dream Keeper, which is a great sparkling wine. It's a beautiful wine. And our new one, which comes out next week, is called Still Dreamin'. And that is literally the non-alcoholic wine. So part two, you'll get into all that one. We'll get to cheers that one.
Okay.
So, we're going to bypass that wonderful story, but you're going to have fun with it when it comes out.
I can't wait.
It's really yummy.
I can't wait.
But, I mean, Lauren, your story is amazing. I mean, 10-time world champion. You go through this horrific legal battle, where they are not accepting the awesomeness that you are.
That's right.
And you are a firefighter in Laguna Beach.
Yeah.
You have spent so much time building a life that is yours, that you own, and becoming 100% authentic and following your walk with Christ.
That's right.
I want you to tell me
all the things.
Yeah, tell me. Just give me your bio. Give me your story. Give me I read your bio. I read your details about you. I learned things about you. I love some of the things I read. Matter of fact, nothing you wrote that I didn't like. And I think BS was the best part of it. The belief system, which is really what people call the BS. But you have changed the narrative of it. You're a mentor in so many ways, and you open the door to others to realize how important it is to be born the way you are, perfect and beautiful.
Dare to be different, I say.
And dare to be different.
And stand out.
Yeah.
And honor who you are. Don't try to change who you are. Accept it in God's purpose.
Yeah.
And then blossom. It works.
So let's go back in time for a second. What made you want to become a firefighter?
That's a good story. I had been sober a year, and I was sitting by my grandma's pool outside by myself, and all of a sudden just this voice comes, and call it Holy Spirit now, but then I didn't know, you need to get back to your community. And it's an emotional story.
That's
so
all right. Yeah.
I get a little emotional because it's a big deal.
It's a very big deal. For someone to go through what you went through and emerge on the other side of it stronger.
That's right.
More vibrant, more of a magnet. I mean, I was reading this up here, and Raleigh is telling me who you are, and I didn't know the story of Lauren Powers at that time. I didn't know the whole story, but what I learned made me stand up and say, hold on for a second, I want to listen to what she has to say, because you have the ability to come into a crowded room and smile and warm that entire room and let people feel as if they matter.
They do.
And I want to know,
everybody matters,
how you got there and what your story is.
Probably being through the ringer. Myself makes you stronger.
Let's start with the firefighters. Tell me that story. I mean, being a firefighter is a very, very noble calling.
Yeah,
it's a hard job to do. My daughter, Savannah, who's the pilot, she just got her EMT.
I love
and
that.
a pilot. It's like, what she does with it, I have no idea, but she keeps going.
I wanted to be a helicopter pilot in the fire service.
Okay.
And I did take flying lessons. I think I told you. A friend of mine, I did all the touch and goes.
I love it.
It was thrilling. So I can't wait to go on your plane.
Come on, let's go.
But yeah, the fire thing, it's pretty crazy. I just walked into the Newport Beach station down the street from where my grandma's house. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to be a firefighter. They all looked at me like, excuse me, but you have to go to school and you have to go through an academy. You have to do all the things. I'm like, what? What school? I'm 33. I'm like, I haven't been to school in how many years, right? I went to school in Hawaii, actually. So
you were a surf champion, weren't you?
Yeah. So
see, I read.
Thank you. Anyways, I ended up calling the school that day. I enrolled. That was a Friday. On Monday morning, I was there enrolling 21 units, which is ridiculous because I took everything as fast as I could possibly do it.
Sure.
All the way, boom, boom, boom. Went through all the courses. The last minute, passed the agility, which was very difficult back then. Like literally, I mean, I have a whole film of it. And the story of the 50-pound hose bundle teetering on the third story in the big building.
Yeah.
All the people were down. Like, is she going to make it? Is she going to make it? Because everybody was rooting for me. The fire chief came out. It was like this huge thing. And I looked down and literally my world went silent. And it was just everything depending on that. If it would have fell in this way, I wouldn't have passed. But it just took my whole body and just pulled this 50-pound hose bundle backwards, and I fell back on my back, literally this thing on top of me. I rolled over, picked up the 85-pound bundle, went down the stairs and made the time and got accepted to the academy. It was an insane experience. So I'm like, okay, this is my path. I did everything you could possibly do. And needless to say, I worked for the department. I did all the things. I got promoted to engineer. And at the end, the guys didn't want me there. It's simple as that. They made sure I didn't pass the oral exam. And then there was a lawsuit. And I don't like to talk about it too much because, it was a while ago, but that was back in 2000. And I was the first person to say not all the women should be there, but I wasn't that 1%. I passed everything. Nobody could beat me in anything, to be honest with you. And the guys were on the department were waiting to retire out. And here I come, all aggressive, fit and strong, kicking butt. I got the top A in every single course. For the whole semester, and every single firefighter, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 6. I had, in hindsight, call it God now, I kept the scores, and my instructors had to sign off on each score, and I ranked number 1 in every single course for the entire semester.
Wow.
So I beat everybody in everything.
Wow.
Not that I'm an overachiever or anything, or competitive. Let's just get that straight, right?
I said nothing.
Yeah, so you can relate. I'm like, I'm going to be there. Might as well be the best. Like, sure. I was valedictorian in high school. I always got the highest A's in every class because that's just inbred in me. That's just my nature. If I do something, I want to be the best at it. And if I don't excel in it, then I don't do that. Yeah. I only do what I'm really good at. Right. Either like I picked up a skateboard, boom, in 2 weeks I'm on the pro team, like on a world tour. Like that's just how I roll. Surfing the first day, stand up, and owning a surfing school in Hawaii, like that because. If it's easy, I'm meant to do it. If it's not, that's not my thing. Sure. Like singing is probably not my thing. I could be on Dancing with the Stars before The Voice. Listen to my voice, right? So anyways, that was a whole very hurtful thing. Obviously, you saw I got emotional about it because it's very near to my heart because I worked so hard. That's the only thing I think in my whole life that I wanted that I didn't get. Seriously. But God had a better plan for me. And so now looking back, it wasn't my journey. I kept forcing it. So what I found is if you keep forcing something and it doesn't happen, that's not the path you're supposed to go. There's blocks and obstacles and things that deter you. Because I feel now, Jason, in my heart, that I probably would have been killed. I'm not, honestly, that's how I feel. Because firefighting is not basket weaving. Let's put it this way. It's very dangerous, 2 in, 2 out. I mean, I was told if I respond that the guys weren't going to be backing me up because they didn't want me on the department. And that was hurtful and painful. Obviously, that hurts my heart. I'm very sensitive and I work so hard. I'm like, why? What did I do? I just wanted to be the best. Well, that wasn't my path. Yeah. So I just veered off. It got me strong and prepared me for the next thing in my life, which is to be a fitness star, which I was already strong. I went to the Olympia, which is a very large fitness competition, one of the biggest in the world. Yeah. Literally got plucked out of the crowd, got put up on stage, ended up winning the bicep curl against 26 women, got first place. The girl that I beat thought I was a plant because I was just pulled out of the audience. And, we had to do 55-pound preacher curls you can do in 1 minute. And there was judges counting in the whole thing. And I ended up doing the most. Wow. Didn't know it was just for a t-shirt. I'm like, trying to get the t-shirt. I'm like, girl, you can have it. I didn't care, right? Well, it wasn't that. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it was a spat. Yeah, there you go. Well, I won a trip to the Arnold Classic, which is an international competition. Arnold Schwarzenegger, a huge fitness thing. Won tickets for 2, airfare, hotel, VIP to hang with him, all the things. It was a big prize. Yeah. And so that literally launched my career because being at that event in Las Vegas, a producer walked around and he saw me. I was all built out, right, from being in the fire service. Yeah. Have you ever thought about, bodybuilding? Do you intimidate anybody? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like men, women, small children, animals? And I was just teasing. He goes, you're perfect. Because I love my dynamic personality. They flew me to Chicago to go on a national TV show right then and there. And then came home. I was already on TV. All these things happened. And again, from discrimination in the fire service led me, and the doors just flew open. That's the difference. Instead of being closed and slammed in my face, which was devastating, I'm not going to candy coat it. It was horrible times. It made me stronger and then more determined, and then accepting that now the doors fly open and that's your path. God had me the whole way walking exactly what I was supposed to be doing. Because it was easy, it was flowing, it was natural. Yeah. I was just obedient and I just did all the things that you're supposed to do. Was it easy? Of course not. If it was easy, everybody could do it. Sure. Winning trophy after trophy and just being on stage. And I went to the famous Muscle Beach. I used that as my platform for celebrity status. I was on all these different cameras, represented America and Japan. And just all these things just kept opening, had an agent, got on this show, that show. But I was willing to do the things that others weren't. And that was my secret, because people are like, you're not even, Miss Olympia or whatever. How are you on all these things? I'm like, because I'm willing to get on planes, fly to places that you said no to. And it was never about the money. See, a lot of these people, my competitors, if you will, they may have had a better physique. But I was willing to say yes, regardless of the pay, even if it was for nothing. I'm like, it's called exposure. So I just went from one thing to the next, and just still, how many years later, I've been a SAG actress since 2004, what do you mean, 26? All these years later, I'm still getting booked. I have an audition today after this, actually. Wow. On things, yeah. Right? Because it's a mindset, as you know all about. Yeah. Being successful, being branded, willing to say yes to the things that you're supposed to do. And that's just been my secret sauce. Don't tell anybody. Now that I'm on the cameras. Yours is the same. We have the same thing. But it's exciting, it's thrilling, but it's overcoming those hardships that make you better, make you stronger, have better, deeper faith, and just go for it.
So in competitions, you're a 10-time world champion. That's a
bodybuilding champion. So heavyweight
bodybuilding champion.
Yes.
10-time world heavyweight bodybuilding champion. That's a huge effort.
And then, yes, I did that. And then I promoted myself to guest poser. And then from guest poser, I promoted myself to promoter. I'm like, it's me instead of paying to be in competitions. Yeah. I'm like, why don't these people be paying me? Right. Duh. It took me 10 times to figure that out, right? Instead of paying, they pay me. And then I had the tenacity, I would say, and just like, you know what, I'm going to start my own competitions. And I went against the big organizations, which is a big undertaking because there's like threats involved and things like that because it's big money. I didn't care. I just went, I'm going to do this for the athlete. So I was known as the athlete for the athletes. And I did production of competitions that were pro eligible. So I gave out pro cards.
Sure.
But they were judged fairly, which is a huge thing. I can go on and on about that whole industry, which since COVID, I kind of lost the passion because that hurt my heart because I would produce these beautiful athletes and then they would go to the competitor, the enemy, for lack of a better word.
I love it.
And, there was no loyalty,
Sure.
let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And so it hurt my heart. So I haven't had the desire to go back into that, doing that because it's a lot of work. What I did, I gave away more swag and more things, but I was really good at getting sponsorships and putting people together.
Okay.
I think now that's God's purpose for me to just reunite and gather people for their purpose and elevate them. So kind of like what you do, like with all the things that you just told me, we just elevate people.
Yes.
And it serves us and we're good at it. Instead of just one person, I like all the people and gather people, put them together in a room. And then I have a big expo, which now is my passion, is doing health and wellness expos for where I'm at in Laguna Woods Village, which is a retirement. I know it's 55 plus. I know I look 45, but now I'm one of them. So. Yeah, I'm one of them, but it's changed my life there because now I get to golf there. There's a 27-hole golf course. We have pickleball courts. This place has changed my life.
Yeah.
And so to give back, I put together this huge health expo, which I have one coming up June 26th, and I have one in September 25th. I do 4 a year there, and I have about 50 exhibitors with workshops and keynote speakers. And all these things on different health and wealth.
Wow.
Because without your health, what is your wealth?
So is that the story behind Beneath the Muscle?
That's one of them. So this is, speaking of, this is my #1 internationally best-selling book in not one country, but 11.
Wow.
Yeah,
huge.
Thanks. I'm very proud of this.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Because it's all the things that we've just been talking about, how to overcome obstacles, how to keep going when things are tough, how to put faith first, how to work with people and that listen and obey. It's basically, the tagline is unleash your inner champion. Because I believe that we're all champions. We just have to let that come out. So I love giving people mercy and grace and let people show you who they are before I judge. Right? I've been judged harshly. I'm not going to candy coat that my whole life for being different.
How so?
Well, I walked around with 15-inch biceps all over the world. So as a woman, people are like, what? Who is that? Like I'm some sort of alien or something. You would think. People I don't blame them because it's just ignorance. They weren't educated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I worked really hard to look and sculpt the physique that I had to win all, my titles.
Of course.
But people, in different countries or just walking around the store, we're like, wow, either people love it or they judge it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I say in a lot of interviews, if you don't like the way I look, turn the channel. If you do, come talk to me. I'm pretty nice. So, there's a whole chapter in my book. I talk about naysayers because the general public can be pretty harsh, as you know.
Yeah.
People get jealous. People get judgmental. People, if they don't understand certain things, they just are quick to put you down or compare all the things that in the Bible we're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
But it's human, we're all broken people, so we tend to do those things. So it's overcoming all of that. So
I went to the Ritz-Carlton for my birthday once. I put it in one of my books, the story. And I love lobster, a big lobster friend.
Okay.
So they had this beautiful, amazing lobster brought in from Maine.
Oh, wow.
I'm at the
For your
Ritz-Carlton.
birthday?
No, not for me. It was on the menu.
It's just there. Okay.
So my friends and I would come. We enjoy. We're staying on the weekend at Ritz-Carlton. And I literally ordered this perfect lobster. I says, I want the lobster. Lobster comes over. And they had taken the lobster out of the shell, diced up all the lobster into little bitty cubes and gave me a plate of cubed lobster. I'm like, well, what's this? They said, we thought it'd be better for you. And I'm like, no. I want the lobster in the shell like you would serve it to anybody else. So they go back. Oh,
they treated you differently is what they did.
They grabbed the shell and they put all those cubed lobsters back in the shell and brought it back to me. And I'm like,
what are you doing?
This is not working. And so I got up and I left. And my friends were there. We were all so mad and so upset that we went right back to the manager and pushed our walls as far as we could. But the truth of the matter is, when someone sees you as looking different, born different in some way, they, whether you built it, created it, or experienced it,
or born that way,
are looking at the reality that says, I think that I know everything there is to know about you. And
isn't that amazing to me?
Exactly.
And they know nothing.
Nothing. I read your mail. I know what time you woke up. I know what you have for breakfast. I know everything about you. I know what you believe and what you don't. And every story that I've always been in love with are the stories of people realizing that who they are, where they're going, and what they believe are uniquely beautiful for them.
Amen.
You know the story of Gallaudet University, the only school for the deaf in America?
No.
So the story, there's a university that were over 100 years around called Gallaudet University there in Washington, D.C. It's the only university, if you're deaf, that you go to. Back in 1987, they had a big revolt. There was a special on Apple TV called Deaf President Now. And this special, which is running out today when you go home and watch it, and this was about the documentary about these students who wanted a university president that was actually hearing impaired.
Right, which makes sense.
But they did not have it for 100 plus years. They fought. They had to sit in. They closed the university. They went through their entire battle. Got on Ted Koppel, Nightline, all the shows, and pushed hard and let the world know we deserve to be heard. This is who we are. Don't judge us. The end result was they ended up getting a deaf president. They won their battle.
Which makes sense.
And it made way for the notoriety, the publicity, to build the ADA, the Americans with Disabilities Act. And that came out in 1991. If that wasn't done, if they didn't fight so hard, there would still be no program for those who are hearing impaired, vision impaired, wheelchairs, who are just different in the capacity. Our entire country ignored that for so many years until their story gave push. And a couple years later, here comes the engagement. Yeah. So when you say you walk down a store and walk to a place and they look at these 15-inch biceps, that's pretty cool, by the way, 15-inch biceps. Like, yeah,
it was
pretty cool.
Pretty
I'm impressed. Whoa.
I was pretty ripped, yes.
I used to be a professional cyclist. I used to race NCAA. And I was a captain of the university at Seton Hall, and I used to race Brown and Penn State and Rutgers, and I was the cyclist, 5-pack draft, riding every single day. I do 3 centuries a week,
I have
100
amazing
miles a
quads.
week. Back in those days, yes. Oh my God! But I loved to ride. It was the best thing. And I had a car accident. I got hit in a meet, and I lost my right kneecap, and went into all these issues, and had to spend months trying to learn to walk again and get in a wheelchair, and so my cycling career kind of ended. But the truth of the matter is... Pivot. You pivoted all day long. That's right.
The queen of pivot, too.
And you pivoted. And so when you tell me that, you would get stories or people would look at you different, they see you different, and I look at...
Well, you can relate, right?
I can relate to you 110%. And there's so many people today who may not have a physical difference for them, but they have an emotional difference. They have how they feel about themselves. And they just feel like they don't win. They don't feel like they can accomplish something. And so many people who are trying to get out of where they're at to go where they want to go are stuck in this place of belief in your BS belief system, as you call it, are in a spot where they cannot get up. They will not go forward. They're lost. They're frozen.
It's sad.
So when you see that person who's frozen, I mean, you can yell and scream and talk and cheer and bring them to an event, but that's not going to change them. What's the core thing that you can say to someone or you can help them with to help them believe in themselves?
I think it's self-talk is so important, because if you tell yourself, oh, I'm too fat, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too this, I'm too that, you'll make yourself right every time. But people don't understand that. But if you change just the verbiage inside your mind, it's all mindset. That's the number one thing that controls everything. I mean, God, of course. Yeah. But it's like you have to change how you talk to yourself and what you say. Like what God created us with his breath and through his voice, right? Speaking. So when you speak, especially out loud to yourself, I had a client that said the most negative things about herself every day. She shared with me, and I was bawling, weeping. I'm like, you say that to yourself? She's like, oh yes, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm disgusting, I'm this, I don't deserve that or that. I was like out of my mind with that. And so I'm like, I had to write a whole thing out and change each word. I'm beautiful, I'm perfect, but you're God's child. I'm like, you're making fun of God because you're made in his image. So to say those things about yourself, I get emotional talking about it because it's so true and sad to me. So.
But those,
I just remember this gal, but I helped her so much, so I'm so proud of that.
You should be. You should be.
She lost all the weight. She changed her mindset. She was thriving. So great.
I love it.
You know, just.
How many more? What's her name?
Yeah, I want to keep it anonymous.
Okay.
That's okay.
We'll call her Janet.
Yeah.
Let's call her Janet for now.
Janet, yeah.
So, Janet, that's her name. So
let's so exciting, though.
Let's say Janet there are so many Janets in the world.
So many. That's what hurts my heart. I think that's why I get emotional, because it's like rampant.
Yeah.
And society tells you these things, but to acknowledge that and then you believe it. If you believe it, you're going to make it true.
Yeah.
And I don't know why people don't understand that. So what I say is you have to talk like I am. That's why I said, you're a champion. Believe in yourself first, because he made you.
But everyone's pushing you down every single day, and everywhere you walk in a door, if you are not succeeding, you're not winning. If you feel like you're failing every single day, when I go out to dinner, sometimes I've got to use, I got only 5 fingers, so I got to find a way to cut my meat, and I got to make sure you're not my mother. Don't cut my meat. I'm not going to say that to somebody. So I've got to find a way to do it, and then when I do it, and 90% of the time I've gotten pretty good at it, so I can cut my meat pretty well, but every once in a while, my hand will slip and that meat will fly across the table, which is a little bit embarrassing sometimes, especially when you have a nice.
See, when I would catch it and give it back, I would probably catch it and eat it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yum, yum.
Yeah, that's what I would do. But
so every once in a while,
I don't judge.
Yeah, but every time we do something, every eyeball's on us.
I know.
Every time you do it. Imagine something.
But that's why we love the cameras, though. Well, good thing, right? Because that's our life.
Yes.
It's true. I've never met a camera I didn't like. And I think you're the same.
It's very true. It's very true.
And they're all around this room, right? I love this. I feel right at home in this place. I love it. Because we have a lot to say. Yes. Because it's important.
It is.
Because people don't understand us. I mean, you live with it. We're both different, but we dare to be different. That's one of my topics as well. Dare to be different.
Sure.
And why we're born to stand out. Why would we blend in? God wants us to stand out so we can get our purpose across. Yeah. It's so important. But that's that self-belief, though. It's so important.
System. Yeah.
It's just so important. And
I've always found to help someone to turn that belief system around is they first need to win at one thing.
Sure.
And that's what I found.
It could be little things.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think
get a win. Just get a win.
Isn't it? It's so important.
That's well.
How many people will change their belief system without seeing some gratification? I figured it's just called about paying for it. I believe I'm going to change my mindset, my belief, or you're going to change yours. I have to first get paid for it. Now, what do I mean by that? I have to win something.
Something.
Tell me I'm pretty. Tell me I'm handsome. Tell me I'm good. Oh, good job on that. You lift that. You try to lift some weights. Oh, I did one sit up. Great job.
That's awesome.
Good job. That affirmation says I win. So then I'll do another sit up, and then I'll win, and I'll do another one, and then I'll win.
It's called baby steps.
Yes. And I think we always get so concerned about going so deep into the result.
The outcome, right.
But we don't deal with the baby steps.
That's right.
How do you tell somebody?
I said don't be attached to the results.
How do you tell somebody to start? How do you get someone to get their first win?
Well, you start with, just waking up. Hello. That's the first thing.
That's right.
You wake up or you make your bed.
But what do you do? That's it. You make your bed. So what's
that's a win.
Give me 5 things that a person can do tomorrow morning if right now they're listening to this and they say, you know what, I feel like crap. I'm not having the best space. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. My life's not where I want it to be. And I'm going to go through the day and it's going to be over and I'm going to go to bed and wake up tomorrow morning. When I wake up tomorrow morning, I want you to give me 5 things in the very moment I open my eyes. It doesn't have to be in succession. It doesn't need to be back to back. It can be whatever pace you tell me. Give me 5 things that someone can keep in their mind that they have to do tomorrow to win, to begin the path to their next version of themselves.
Right. I think the first thing is to be grateful for what you have, that you had a bed to sleep in, you had a roof over your head, you have food to eat, you have water to drink, you have air to breathe. All these basic things, but they're so important.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then give God all the glory. It's pretty simple.
All right. So step number 1, I wake up in the morning and I say grateful. So I'm going to write this down.
Thank you, Jesus, for my breath in my lungs.
Okay. So speak those words audibly. right?
Say it out
wake
loud.
up and audibly say, I'm grateful. Thank you, God, for my breath in my lungs. I'm grateful for all the things
Everything
you love,
around.
good around you.
Your
and
family, your
number one.
relationships, and your children, whatever you have or don't have, is you can't compare yourself, because there's always going to be someone that has more than you.
Of course.
Always. So, like, I talked about earlier, I love to win and be the best of this and that. But that's for myself. I don't compare myself to others. My friends have bigger homes or newer Harleys or whatever it is. Yeah. But that's not the point. I'm grateful for what I do have, not what I don't have.
So the first thing
not
is
compare yourself to others.
So the first thing is audibly saying,
thank you.
That's number one. I spoke out these words for gratitude.
Yes.
What's the second thing grateful. I can do? Not believe or think. What can I do to change our world?
Well, move.
Okay.
To have movement in your body.
Okay.
You have to respect it. Without your health, nothing else really matters. Because if you're just laying in bed and you can't move, what good is all your money? I've trained some pretty wealthy people in my past that were so stressed out, were locked up. You know what I mean? And so with all this money, if you're stuck in a bed somewhere, it doesn't matter if you're in Nebraska or looking at the ocean in Laguna Beach. Yeah. It doesn't matter, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So I really talk about stress-free living. And it starts with being grateful. It starts with giving God all the glory. It starts with self-care, taking care of yourself. Because a lot of people, especially women, I find, put themselves last, not first, because they think it's being selfish, which I always do the mindset thing where it's absolutely reverse. Because without you, I would be talking to the person, everything else crumbles. You're the rock, usually. Your husband would be affected, your children, and everything. If you go down, who's going to take care of everybody else?
Very true.
Right?
Very true.
And so instead of putting yourself last, you have to put yourself first.
I'm going to clone myself.
What's that?
I'm going to clone myself.
Yes.
I think it'd be a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Believe me, I wish there was 100 of me myself. I try to do everything, but because I can, because I tell myself I can. Again, and just set yourself some goals every day that you want to get accomplished is another thing on your top 5 list.
Yeah.
And it could be very small baby things, whether it's just, washing your hair that day or whatever. It doesn't even matter how big or small. It's just so you, at the end of the day, you can say, you know what? I did this, I did this, I did this. Then you get that self-gratification that you can do it again the next day. And then you can add some more. Then you can do that the next day.
Yeah.
And whether it's you're doing 1 bicep curl or 100, it doesn't matter. You just get it done. And that's accomplishment, because we all want to feel accomplished, not like a loser.
Right.
You know what I mean? We want to win. And I love to setting myself up and the people around me for win-win situations. That's a whole chapter in my book. Win-win. Set yourself up for success. And it doesn't matter what it is. As long as you come out on top, it's okay.
That's right. That's
and
right.
it could be just getting out of bed.
Yeah.
Simple as that, let alone making it. So it's just, to me, it makes sense, common sense, but because that's how I live my life. But to share with other people, it could change their life because no one's ever told them that. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean.
I do.
Yeah, and have some self-love and self-worth and self-care, because if you're not healthy and positive and feel good about yourself, why should anybody else see you that way? Like you said, when I walked in here, you're like, oh, I love your smile. Look at you take over this whole place. Why wouldn't I? Right? Because I believe in myself, because that's just who I am. I have a big heart and I care for people.
Yeah.
And I have good intentions. But if you have ill intentions, you need to lose that right away. You need to pray about it and get saved and do whatever you need to do is get your faith in order, because our world is crazy right now. We talked about some wealth building and things before we started the show in 08. I lost a ton of things. I know you did too. We've all been through that. But I think that, again, diversity or the tragic things that happen make us stronger.
Yeah.
And that becomes your story, literally your testimony.
Yep. I agree.
So I just look at life now as the way it is the way God intended it to be, and just go with it. Don't fight it. Like the firefighting story, I just went, okay, pivot.
Yeah.
Let's do this. So it went from being discriminated to being a superstar. Like, hello, and then I just did a whole talk about it. It's like a TED talk.
Yeah.
About that. And it was very emotional. And in fact, Riley was filming it, and I completely, literally, Jason, blacked out on stage. Like, I didn't even know where I was at. It was the weirdest thing. It just, my vision went black. All the people in the audience, there's cameras. People paid a lot of money to be sitting there to listen to this thing. And it was this whole thing. I only had a couple of weeks to prepare. Most people had 6 months. They threw me in as a speaker at the last minute. So they said, oh, you can handle it. Well, I didn't realize it was so stressful. And saw black. And all I wanted to do was like run off the stage.
Yeah.
But my whole topic was never give up. Right?
That's the episode I want to watch.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, it just clicked in, and then because Riley's like, oh no, right? Because he's filming, and he knows how it's supposed to go, right?
Sure. Right.
And then it just clicked in, and then because I got real emotional, I'm like, this thing was so emotional for me that I lost it, right? But the audience connected with me, and then everybody said it was the best speech. So
I love it.
Being emotional is a good thing.
You're good. I love your heart.
Yeah, thanks.
So the 5 things, I want to make sure we get those out.
Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do is, number 1, we're going to have gratitude.
Yes.
We're going to use audible words to use gratitude.
That's it.
Right? And the second thing we're going to do is we're going to move. So if you're not a person who exercises much or does a whole lot, you're going to go for a walk.
You're going
to walk around your house. You're going to do something crazy like that.
Down your stairs if you have them. Yep. Anything like that.
Yep.
That's a little bit of a stretch.
Got it.
Not a lot, but a little. You got to start somewhere. I always say.
The world's different already this morning, right? They've done 2 things. The third thing is what?
Watch what you eat.
Okay, so now here's my thought. So if I got these 2 things done, I've changed my movements, I've given my gratitude, and my third thing is what I'm going to eat.
Bless your body.
We should eat something different. So if you're a person going through this metamorphosis to get yourself to love yourself again and love the road you're in and climb out of the crap you're in, the third thing you're going to do is eat something you haven't eaten.
Yeah, and try something new.
New foods that you can eat right now. So tomorrow morning, instead of having Cheerios, you're going to have a grapefruit. Right? And so today, you go out today, after you listen to this episode, and you're going to go to the store and buy new foods you've never eaten before. Right? So I'm going to, for breakfast, just one meal, one thing, and try something new. Already, our world's a win.
Correct, because you're doing something different.
Right.
With intention.
Exactly. Now what's number 4?
Yes, well,
number 4.
I drink egg whites. People are like, ooh, how gross. And it's not, I promise you. Egg Whites International, I've been drinking it for years. I've had abs for 26 years without really doing very many sit-ups and winning first place in fitness competitions.
So if I drink egg whites and then I'll get abs?
Well, it's a mindset. It's a lot of mindset.
I mentally say, I want abs like Lauren Powers. That way I can have, I want to look really good. My wife will say, Casey, look. I say, yeah, baby, I do. Look,
yeah,
I got
egg whites. I do put a little international creamer, though, because I make it and stir it like a milkshake.
I don't mind that.
And it's delicious. Well, it's a little bit more than that.
Okay.
However, again, it's with intention and it's mindset, and I'm grateful that I have it. I'm one of the ambassador for the. It's a protein that gets in your body and it starts your metabolism right away.
Oh,
so
really?
It's before you eat any foods.
Okay.
So it's a kickstart to your metabolism. So you're doing that and you're walking or doing something, it increases it right away. So if you haven't done anything like that and you start doing that, you're going to get quicker results.
Okay, so hang on.
It's pretty awesome.
Hang on.
You're ready? I'll give you the link.
Hang on. So, if I went to one of your events, one of your shows, one of your masterminds, one of your programs, do you teach these kind of things?
I teach a lot of things.
All right. Okay. So
I teach a lot of things.
I'm getting excited. Right now, I'm already looking better. Because I'm going to
You've got 3 wins. You got 3 or 4 wins every day. You're moving. You're talking about self-love to yourself. Yeah. So next thing I would want people to do is write down everything they are grateful for and to say it out loud as well. So and change the verbiage. When they were doing negative self-talk, I want to switch that negative word for the positive word. And usually it's the exact opposite.
Yeah. Well,
I'm a winner. I'm not a loser.
They got to have a win first. They got to win first.
They have to win.
We get them the first 3.
Yeah, but that's the next step.
So number 4, because number 1 was gratitude. Number 4, the physical thing that they do different, right? If 1 is their attitude, they're speaking those words.
Yes.
I'm grateful for this. 2, I'm moving my body. 3, I'm eating something different. It's more appropriate for my body. And what's number 4 that they can do physically to help them get a win so they can begin the process of beginning this world of being happier?
I would say do a movement that you're passionate about, that you like.
Okay.
So when I was coaching people as far as physical fitness, is like you like to ride the bike.
Sure.
So I would put you on a bike versus say the treadmill.
Yeah.
It would make no sense. So you have to do what you love.
Yeah.
And otherwise you're not going to do it. If you're anything like me, I don't do anything I don't want to do. I just don't. I never have.
You know what I would do? Because I want to move them all. I want to get them in the gear. I'm speaking the words. I'm moving my body with something I love. I'm eating something different.
You're eating better.
I'm going to look at the fourth thing. And
I would say it's hydration and rest. Those are the last two that are super important.
That has to happen. I agree. But
people miss that, though.
Here's a question. What about going someplace you've never been?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like you said, you like to get in the airplane and fly to places just randomly. Go where your heart wants you to go and be with people that are going to support you. That's important, too, is get your community in order.
Yeah.
Like I found, community at my church. I found in women's empowerment groups. I have different communities that I align myself with.
Kids like now, like 17, 18, 20, 25 years old.
Get off.
They don't have.
Get off of this.
They're not going to do that. I would love them to, but they're not going to.
I know.
We get so along, but these
this controls me too. I'm not gonna.
I'm with you.
The calendar in here,
right?
Like coming here. That's. I just clicked on the button. Where's my podcast interview? I didn't do nothing. Just clicked on it and bang, I'm here.
Yeah, of course.
So this has helped a lot as far as time.
Yeah.
Everything is instant. Instagram. We want everything quick.
Yeah.
But then again, don't set yourself up for failure either. You know what I mean? I love to set yourself up for success. Sometimes I tend to overbook myself and all that, but for some reason I'm pretty good at it. It all works out. But I have a lot of experience.
Yeah.
And that's how I move. I go with the flow, but because I've accepted that that's my path.
Yeah.
And wherever I'm supposed to be is where I'm at. It's that simple. And whoever you're supposed to meet, you're supposed to meet.
And you work with a lot of people.
I work with a lot of people
who are trying to do to take care of their bodies, or to work out, or to just find some path of joy in their own lives.
Exactly.
So what's the
that would be the important thing too, is find and do what brings you joy. And not everybody even knows what that is, because they're so stuck in the rut we talked about with the mundane chores of life. I know a lot of people too, they get up at the same time, they eat the same thing, they get in the car, they drive the same freeway to the same cubicle, they work out 8 hours, they drive home, they watch a reality show on TV, and they go to bed. Yeah. Like, you might as well shoot me if that was my life. Nothing I do is the same. I had a meeting before I came here, and the girl goes, "What's a day in a life with you?" I go, "Well, every day's different." Because I've created that, though. Because I can.
Yeah.
And so, again, that comes from the self-empowerment, all the things. I've done a lot of work on myself, leadership courses, retreat. I've done it all, like as you have written books. I've done all the things. But now it's to share. And I think it would be selfish if you don't share your knowledge and your experience with others. And be a role model and a mentor and all the things, because I'm not in my 20s anymore.
So most people who listen to podcasts and to shows, they're running in place. Most people. Matter of fact, most of the world is running in place. They're not leaders exercising a path. They're not putting on masterminds. They're not teaching people a new way to go beneath the muscle and find their hearts. Most people in the free world, they're humans. And with X and Y chromosomes, and they speak up and they say, I am waiting to go to work this morning to do a job that is okay. Maybe it's all right, it's fun, but
if they're lucky.
They might
I know a lot of people are miserable at their job.
Whatever it is.
Yes.
And then when they come home, they're too tired to do the things that they hear about. They're too tired to change the channel. They turn the TV on to go to bed. I wrote a song called Running in Place. And the song says, I hit a wall about an hour ago, watching the madness put on a show. I'm sick of running just to stay in line, trade my soul for a little more time.
Wow.
I turn the volume down inside my head to hear things that haven't been said. We're just running in place, my dear, chasing the ghosts of another year. We have to get off this heavy ride before there's nothing left inside.
Wow.
I don't have the answers. I don't have a map, but I know we're caught in the same old trap. Next verse goes, we're getting older. Look at the gray, just chasing the rocks up the field every day. I walk the floor to this quiet house trying to figure a way out. I need a reprieve from the noise and the heat, something to lift me off of my feet. We're just running in place, my dear, chasing the ghosts of another year. So the whole song is more to the song, but the whole song, I wrote the song
in
in about 15 minutes.
See that because it was Holy Spirit flowing through you.
It was that one day I was not wanting to do much. I didn't want to get up and go to the office. I didn't want to go to the winery. I didn't want to go. I felt like, why I'm running in place. And that feeling of isolation, it's the same feeling every other human feels more consistently every single day until they can find a path forward. So they'll buy this book, they'll buy this tape, they'll listen to this broadcast, they'll go to this show, they'll go to this mastermind, they'll spend money here, they'll spend money there. They will go wherever they need to be to find it. But the funniest thing I think about when I know this truth that every human's there, and I get a chance to meet someone like yourself, the ultimate, beautiful, amazing Lauren Powers. When I look at you and think of you, and I look at your story, and I see the intentionality of the things you decided you wanted to do. When I see the focus of the things you wanted because you believed this was a path for you that you could do it and you're going forward.
Yeah. 1,000% though, not just
I get it.
10.
But here's my question. We've got the people that is most people who are running in place in the job, the life, the marriage, the family, whatever it might be. No matter if it's a consistent moment, for me it was a moment. It wasn't every single day, but that moment was a moment I didn't forget.
It wasn't enough to write a song about it.
I write a song about it because I realized I wasn't alone.
No.
And a lot of great songs are written at those moments.
Sure.
Where, I mean, you think about Luther Vandross, the house not a home when you're not here and no one's home. You hear the words of songs. And a lot of these songs
comes from somewhere.
Exactly. No matter where it is, they're coming from the real truth of the world. There's a song I was talking to my daughter Mackenzie about it driving this morning by Noah Kahn called "I'll Call Your Mom," and I knew the song because I'd heard it because some girl sang it on American Idol when I heard it, and I love the song. It's a song about a person thinking about someone who's going to kill themselves, and it's like
wow.
It starts off so I see you're spiraling again, the moment right before it ends, And the whole song, as you go through, I can't pronounce the words to it, but the truth of the matter is it's a song being told of somebody who's on the phone with somebody who's thinking that somebody's going to kill themselves. And he says, I'm going to drive all night. I'm going to drive all night. I don't do this. I want to make sure you're there. I'm going to drive all night. And, I'll call your mom. This is what the guy's saying to the person.
Right.
It's like, oh, it's sort of like, what a beautiful song. It wasn't a beautiful song about how dark it was because of suicide, but it was the authenticity of the words that are being spoken.
Right.
And this is where I fall in love. I fall in love with the authenticity of the words spoken, whether they're dark or whether they are beautifully or amazing, but they're truth.
Sure.
I look at you and I see a woman who's gone through hell and came out the other side of it. And I look at a woman who can speak and preach. Keep doing it.
Keep doing it.
Yes. You can speak, you can preach, you can tell the mountain to move, and it will move for you because you can probably do it with those 50-inch biceps.
That's right.
Every day. You tell these things.
Come on.
Exactly. You got it. Now go, girl. And so, but I look at the other world where most people were in that one where I felt that one time where I felt like I was running in place. And I've always spent my life trying to find people I could be introduced to or get to understand who could help me teach others how to get through that gap. Because there's a big gap. There's a big gap to what you're preaching, what you're saying, what you've done. And that one person who's running in place. It's a big gap. And most people can't connect that salt. They can't connect those dots. They can't. They're too far apart.
Yeah.
And so when I say, give me 5 things,
I'm
looking for that. I'm looking for the nuggets, looking for the little babies.
To knit it together.
Yes. Because
close the gap.
The whole story behind Crush and Climb, the whole story behind this whole podcast and every guest we talk to, every person, is I want that person to tell me something that I can tell to that young man, that young woman, that old man, that old woman, how you can stop running in place and how you can live intentional.
100%.
Every motivational speaker I've run into, every person you tell me the guru in the world has their sauces that says do all these things, and you feel excited on Monday, and then on Tuesday you're back to the same world.
Back to the grind. That's true.
So I want you to give me
I think it's through
something.
faith. I think faith is the biggest thing.
Show me the door. Show me the path. Tell me what it is.
The biggest thing is have your faith in order. Without it, you can stay on the grind, the same treadmill, the monotonous story. You've got to change it. And he's just listen. I've been saying that throughout our talk. Listen and obey. Listen and obey. Because God wants you to be successful. He doesn't want you to be a loser. You know what I mean? There's no way. Like we're meant to be abundant and survive in joy and peace and kindness. I have a scripture right here. Galatians 5:22. The beauty of the Spirit is love, joy, peace. You probably could say it with me. Patience, kindness, goodness, and faith. Boom. I have it on my wrist. I just grabbed it today on the way out the door. I didn't even read it. I just threw it on, but I looked before we walked in. I was like, oh, look at that. Again, it just happens that way. Things just happen. But if you have joy in that and just live and want to spread joy, I think the more you give away, the more you serve, and you look at people, what I can do for you, not what can I get from you. That's huge too. Because a lot of people, I'm in a lot of networking things and all that. And people look at you like, oh, I'm trying to get this person to do this, get on my team, get to this. I mean, I get asked every day to represent this product or this every day. But if it comes from that feeling of want and get, what can I do for you? Instead of how can I serve you? What can I do for you? It changes everything. So, but you have to understand that and know that. And I think that's one of the secrets.
That's a big secret.
To stay motivated and not let that passion. To serve others. Yeah. So it's not hard, but it's not easy. And if it was easy, like I said, everybody would do it or get it. You have to want it, first of all. You have to want it for yourself. Like sobriety, somebody can't say, I can't get sober for anybody else, my mom or my family. No, I had to do it for me, not for anyone else. And that's the secret. And it's lasted 32 years. From day one, boom, I've never looked back, ever. I can sit here with all the wines in the world. You could offer me a $2,000 bottle of your wine. And I'm like, I love that, but it's not for me.
Of course.
And I'm around people that drink and celebrate all the time. And it's, thank goodness, and I appreciate everything you've got here for everyone else, but not me. But that's my choice because he wants me sober. So I can share that with others and be a role model.
Of course.
It's easy, though. It's once you got it, you got it. You got it. Like, we got it, and we have joy of it, but now we want to share with others. And I think that's another secret, too. You have to give it away in order to keep it. Boom.
All right, the mic just got dropped.
Boom.
That's it. Obama out.
Boom.
I love it.
Be fit, fierce, and faithful.
I love it.
And you can flip the orders.
Yeah.
Family first, freedom, all the good F words.
Fierce, fit, and faithful. Family, faith, friends, and freedom.
Yeah.
There's a lot of F-bombs being flown right now.
Correct.
So we're in the F city.
But they're all positive.
I love it.
And that's, I think, between the two of us, we need to share with as many people as we can.
I love it. I love it.
Faith first, boom.
Girl, Lauren, you are amazing. So one thing I love to do when we close out a podcast is I kind of go direct to camera and tell a story and bring someone in. But I want you to do that today. I want you to go direct to camera, and I want you to tell the person who's watching this thing just how beautifully they're made and what they learned today. Go for it. It's you, girl.
You're going to make me cry again.
That's your camera right there.
My makeup, the producer of the TLC show did this to me too. I'm like, you're going to make me cry. I go, I just had my makeup professionally done. He goes, Lord, I just asked you your name. I was already, because I was talking about, how what's so important to me is my faith.
Yeah.
And it gets me emotional because it's so powerful. And if you don't have anything today, get your faith in order. I think that will change your life, period. Listen, obey, and serve. Boom.
Boom. Thank you for coming. You're awesome.
You're
so grateful that you were here. You have just lightened my day. And
tears and all.
Tears and all, better than pockets and sliced bread.
But you know what? I made being vulnerable my superpower.
Yeah.
Because I used to not cry for anything because I thought it was weak. Mm-hmm. And it's not. It's the heart.
It's not. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
My book is free online, beneaththemuscle.com. It has all the stories, a lot of things that we talked about or didn't talk about. It goes a little bit in detail. How I've got to work with some celebrities from J.Lo to, here's a picture of Jennifer Lopez and I.
I love it.
We talked about that because your daughter flies planes and you do.
That's right.
She's just in that movie where she's the pilot.
And you worked with Lady Gaga.
I worked with Lady Gaga, big time. Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Katy Perry, Casey Musgraves.
I love it.
Bryan Cranston, some people you see on TV, Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Again, that's all blessings without trying. And I used to question, like, I'm in my 60s now, Jason, just to be really transparent.
Yeah.
And I'm getting casted in music videos in a bikini. Still. When there's thousands of women in LA in bikinis. Come on.
You go, girl.
There's a reason, but I think because it's God sending me there to be the light.
Yeah.
And share. Yeah. And I always do. When I'm there, I have a little dumbbell that says I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Sure.
Around my neck. And right now I just have my little cross out, but I wear that a lot. It was my signature piece. And so because everybody asks, oh, I love that. And then it opens up the door in the conversation. I can say the scripture. And it's very interesting though. They either draw in, oh, I love that, amen, hallelujah, let's pray, or it repels them. Oh, that's cool. And then they'll walk away, especially in Hollywood. Yeah. Hollywood needs a lot of prayer and a lot of me going there with the light. And people that give me a hard time are naysayers about my love for the Lord. Yeah. I'm like, I'll pray for you. That's the answer.
Well, I'm glad you brought your light today here.
And I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you very much.
This has been very deep and powerful, and hopefully your viewers get a lot out of it.
Girl.
Come on now.
I did. That's all that matters.
That you did. Yeah, that's right. Love you, man. My new BFF.
Hug you, man. Cheers. All right. That's Crush and Climb. And you know what? You keep climbing because you got people like Lauren, who's the best thing since pocket the sliced bread, who's made it, accomplished it, tried it, did it, and they can tell you one simple truth. You matter, you're beautiful, and you know something? Tomorrow, another hill will go up. Cheers.